Random Vital tutorial. Here's how you can remake the Skrillex Yoi bass sound from Devil's Den. First, of course, open up Vital and open up your initial preset. First, turn on all oscillators and filters 1 and 2. Make sure to turn the volume level down all the way on all 3 oscillators. Take LFO1 and make this waving triangle pattern. Something similar to this. As the end product, you don't need these directly on the line, just a little bit offset to the right. Set LF2's grid pattern to be a 16 by 1 to make it easier for you on both LFO1 and LFO2. Make a curved spiked pattern like this with LFO2. Keep oscillator 1 as the initial preset and set 2 and 3 to basic shapes. Keep oscillator 2 as a normal sine wave, and we're gonna change this one to a triangle wave. Yep. Keep all phase levels normal except for oscillator 3. We are going to turn that one all the way up and turn on the formant mode and get a little something like this. Turn on the formant scale on oscillator 3. You should have something that looks like this. I just realized I had to change it from the triangle wave to a sawtooth wave. But yeah, this is the shape you're going to want to go for on the third oscillator. Now you're going to want to automate LFO2 to all 3 oscillators volume levels. Also, make sure the pitch on your basic sine wave oscillator 2 is at a -12 to give it a lower octave. For the automation on the oscillators, oscillator 1 should go up about halfway. Oscillator 2 about 11 o'clock. And oscillator 3 in between 9 and 10, somewhere around there. Now for the filters, you're going to want to turn on filter 1 as filtering out oscillator 1 and 3, and then oscillator 1, 2, and 3 on filter 2, and then set your filters. Your first filter will be formant AIUO, and your second filter will be analog 24 dB. Right here, my friends, is where the magic happens, okay? Turn on the peak at about 87.80. Take the top bar right here, the formant transpose, go about halfway down with it, and level out the bottom one with it. And turn on the spread. Make it about all the way down. Actually, my mistake. About in between 8 and 9 o'clock or so, around that area for the spread, if it can go there. Now take formant Y and bring it almost all the way up, and then automate LFO1 onto that and make it bring it all the way down to the bottom so you can get that type of yoi sound. Also, I forgot to mention, make sure that LFO1 and 2 both have sync feature and last one whole bar. Now turn on LFO3, bring this all the way to the side, and then curve it downward about here. And you will want to automate it onto the pitch of oscillator 3. When you go to this automation meter for oscillator 3, you will want to right click and then enter value, type in -12. Also, my correction again, you will need to bring LFO3's frequency up to an 1/8 note. And so far, if you do this all correctly, you should get something like this. Now for the effects I added, you will need chorus, compressor, distortion, EQ, and reverb. Okay? For the chorus, change the voices to 4 and bring the mix down to about 9 or 10 o'clock or so. For EQ, you will want to keep it on multi-band mode, boost the mids, the lows, and the highs just a little bit. Not by too much, though. Now for distortion, you will want to turn on downsample with the pre-filter. Bring the resonance down just a tad bit. Turn on the cutoff all the way. Boost the drive. Decrease the mix. Then for EQ, we're going to activate the mid setting. And then we're going to keep the cutoff a little bit lower. Then boost the resonance to about 4 or 5 o'clock. And boost the gain to about a 2 or 3. And then you will want to drop the low right about here. It's not really exact. I'm not very good at really showing how much EQ to use. But you boost the highs, make it the same level as the mids, just a little bit. And then for your reverb, you will keep the gain as is, drop the size to about a 9 o'clock, drop the time to about 9 o'clock, and then lower the mix to almost nothing. And when you are finished, you should have something that sounds like this.